Back to my channel. So tonight I'm taking another try at imaging the Owl Nebula. I'm already set up. I'm already guiding and into my my auto run. I'm doing 5-minute exposures on the Owl Nebula. As you can see, some of the exposures are already coming in. My guiding is good. I'm under 2 arc seconds of error here on my EdgeHD 925. I'm going to continue to do 5-minute exposures. Looks like I am going to, let's see, I have 5 out of 12 done. So this is, actually I can't remember what, I think it's M97. Yeah, so the Owl Nebula is M97 of the Charles Messier catalog. I'm currently using my Optilong L Enhance filter to block out some light pollution, some from the water tower to the north, and also the moon, I believe right now, is to the south. So kind of a double whammy of light pollution. Guiding is pretty good. I haven't seen if it's done a dither yet. I should probably see if I have that going. Oh yeah, okay. I have dithering going. All right. So anyway, this is M97. It is a, actually, you know what? Let's read up on it. Okay, so the Owl Nebula. Let's see if, gotta make sure I don't mess everything up. There we go. Yeah. So this is the Owl Nebula. As you can see, this is like different pictures that people have taken. It is, I don't know why that keeps showing. Planetary nebula. I don't have any of this stuff like memorized, so that's why I'm just showing this. It is a planetary nebula, about 2,000 light years away. And remember, a light year is the distance that light travels in 1 year, which is trillions and trillions of miles. I'd say it's about 8,000 years old. So basically, it has multiple different shells on it. As it's saying here, it's 3 shells of gas within it. And they call it the Owl Nebula because it kind of looks like I think a barn owl, where like the eyes are a little bit set in. And I can kind of show you more on my exposures as well, but I can't remember why planetary nebulas are called planetary. I think mostly because they're usually round in appearance, but it has nothing to do with planets. That's just it. So M97, as you can see, I can't remember if I can. No, you can't. I always think that you can like scroll in and out, but you can't. So M97 is to the north, and slightly like northwest, like northwest. Currently, it's about 55. What would you call it? 40, probably 55 degrees in altitude right now. basically, as soon as I start seeing power lines, I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, because then it just starts eroding exposures. So I'll see how far I get. Luckily, at a larger focal length like I have of 1,645 millimeters of focal length, you have kind of a tighter area. So hopefully less. And I do have a streak from a satellite. There you go. Jeez. So I am using my 2600 MC Pro camera. Has the APS-C sensor on it. So pretty big area, even at almost 1,700 millimeters of focal length. With the filter I'm using, it's basically blocking out all other types of light, except for in the hydrogen alpha and oxygen 3 light spectrum. You still kind of see some sky glow here, and that's definitely, like I said, three different sources, I guess. The moon being one, second one being the water tower spotlights, and third being the street light out in front. So good stuff. I'm still really impressed on the guiding of the AM5. So here are the oh boy, the sub exposures on my 220 mm camera mini. I don't know. Do I need to kind of step this down a little bit? It seems kind of bright. Oh, well, maybe not. I'm hoping that down in Texas, I mean, obviously, not I'm hoping, I know it will be a little bit better. See, I guess, why is it like that? Why does it keep doing that? Anyway, I won't have like nearly as much of this stuff going on. This is just a lot of noise, probably from light pollution, because the light path for the off-axis guider is before. Is it? Yeah, is before the filter going actually to the camera, because it comes in and it hits off of a prism, goes 90 degrees up to my guide camera. So it kind of it's called a pick-off prism, and it takes some of the light that's coming in. So as you can see, if I didn't have a filter, all of this would be coming in, and it would be absolutely horrible. So I'm gonna see if, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna regret doing this, but we'll see. See, I don't know what the okay. And why did I think it was a good idea to mess with that? What an idiot. Amazing. Good job, Brandon. Whoops. Okay, I need to just leave that alone. Just leave it alone. Alright, so I'm going to check some of these subframes. I don't know if I'm thinking this kind of dark area here is possibly the pickoff prism kind of blocking some light. I think I'm going to need to maybe back that off a bit, because that looks suspiciously like about what the prism would be. And I kind of noticed, like, when I was doing the focusing, that I had kind of a flat area like on those stars. So I think that might be that. So I need to back that off a bit. So let's do that. Um, oh yeah. Checklist for Starfront. We need to back off the pickoff prism and I think I need to probably run on dark frames for guiding. I think that might be it. I don't know if I need to. I don't think Bray is going to need to collimate or anything. Maybe. I think, I don't know, the stars look good, but let's, I don't know. What is it with those stars? Do those stars even look in focus? Are they? I think they look kind of goofy. I can't tell. I don't know. When I send it down there, maybe I can have them take a look, because, like, I don't know if I have some tilt issues going on or what's happening. I wouldn't think so, because it's not like, the camera's heavy, but it's not that heavy on the OIG. But maybe I do need some collimation done. Who knows? But like, why does that look like that? Looks kind of like blocky. When I was getting set up, I was definitely thinking I cannot wait to have this down in Texas, because I'm tired of having to pull our line and do everything, especially with the Edge HD, because it's such a large telescope. Just doing a smaller one will be so much better, especially with having to set up CGX outside once I send this down to Texas. I think it'll be a lot better. Yeah, this is definitely the pickoff prism. I need to check on it. Back that off a bit. Like I said, this is a 5-minute exposure. Doing 4 more, and we'll see where we're at as far as altitude. I have the scope or the mount set to not go lower than 30, I think. So I discovered, and probably good, that if something is below that, if I try to slew to it, it doesn't even move. It's almost like the mountain is dead, which I actually even had to check to make sure that the power was still going. I've had to do a lot of fiddling around with the cable routing on the mount, just to make sure that nothing snags or anything like that. Especially the power cables. I was having it run out the front, so like having the power cable run to the front to the Pegasus power box, but then I decided to turn it around and feed the power through like the gap between the saddle and the mounting plate, and then also like over the handle of the OTA, just to kind of because you kind of have the mount here, right, and then the cable is coming in. So I don't want like the handles of the out as adjustments to kind of get in the way. So I have the cable kind of going in like this at an angle. So here's the bottom side of the scope. Here's kind of like the handle. So I kind of have it going in like that. So it leaves room for the adjustment knobs to not catch or anything like that. And I think it will help to alleviate some of the leverage, I guess, it would have on the cable, to have it kind of resting on the bottom plate of the mount saddle. So that way it's kind of going like this and then being tapered off, rather than hanging like directly off of the there's the dither. Hanging directly off of the connection for the power, just so it doesn't break it. And I tested that you kind of have to have a pretty good amount of tug to pull it off of there. But there's also enough room to where I can slew basically in any direction and not have it catch anywhere, so that's good. So I would say that my cable routing is impeccable on it, and I have some tie downs that I can use for the cables going. Otherwise, oh, excuse me. The other thing I'm debating is having what was I debating? I was debating either sending my filter drawer down there or actually sending my 5-position filter wheel that I was using before, but put, I guess it'd be filling 4 out of the 5 slots. One of them being the Optilong L Enhance filter, I'm going to send a Optilong UV IR cut filter. I'm going to send my moon filter. And then I'm also going to send a dark filter, basically, so I can do calibration frames and do darks and bias frames and not have to have anyone swap those out for me. So I wasn't wanting to send a filter wheel down there, but I think it would just be a lot better, so I'm not exposing my filters to dust or having light leaks or anything like that. And sorry, with the 5 slot one as opposed to the 7 slot one, I think it'll be a lot smaller profile. So I'm gonna have the 7 slot one here at home for my Zenostar 81 telescope, and then send the 5 1 down to Texas. So I think that'll work. And I can do live streams over the moon and not have it completely just wash out the sensor. So I think it'll be good. All right, so we have 3 more exposures left on this. Let's see what we have going on. Guiding is still good. 97. Good. I keep yawning. How do I go to the next one? Is that it? Did I do it? No. Yeah. No. How do you go to the next one? I think I've mentioned this before, but I remember trying to image this like I think a couple months after I first got this telescope. Like, I didn't know what auto guiding was. All I did was have my T adapter attached and my camera, my DSLR camera, and I did my. I didn't even do a polar alignment. I'm not even sure. And I'm like trying to do. I think I was only doing like 1 minute exposure, but even then, like the data was horrible. I have learned so much more in the last couple of years of yes, the CGX does not guide very well just on its own. Really nothing does. You kind of have to do auto guiding. It's just kind of the way of the world here. Oh, I didn't realize you could do that. Oh. Well, that's handy. I always lose track of like when the heck I've even done runs. Where's that share? I don't know. Okay, seriously, how do I go to the different? Do I just no, not double click? Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Can I not go to the next one? Whatever. Okay, that one's good. one's gibberish. That one's okay. Hopefully I didn't ruin my guiding on that one. So stupid. I feel like my stars have always looked goofy on the EdgeHD. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. Like, I just want nice round stars. Is that so much to ask for? Okay. I'm super excited for these. I need to process these at some point. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more data on them. These targets are pretty far low in the sky by the time it's dark now. That's the thing. Like, I literally just started these a couple of weeks ago. I am hungry. What do I have in my... Oh, I need to do it dark. Yeah, shoot. I need to do a dark library on my 220. I have an ASI 174 that I could send down there, but it's not the mini, and it's the puck one, and it is a pain on the OAG because you have to send a USB 3 cable down there, and it tends to like turn on the thing, and I don't like it. Shoot, I'm up to 4. I think that's from the dithering though. It's still pretty good. Like on the CGX, it'd go clear up to 8. But obviously my cable routing is a lot better now, I think. I highly recommend routing some of the cables like through the saddle because it just keeps everything right down the middle, literally, and just not like in the way. Anyway, so I think I will kind of show you guys. So here's kind of you can kind of see it here, like the different shells of gas. So you can kind of see a little bit of hydrogen alpha. This filter definitely gives kind of a turquoise-ish cast, I guess you could call it, which is fine. Like it'll all get balanced out in the processing. And as you can see, with the dithering, since it just did one, the image kind of like shifted a little bit to the left to kind of avoid some of the walking noise. But you can kind of tell like different shells. Here's one of the shells, another one of the shells, and I think even these count as like different shells. But the owl eyes, I guess you can't really see it this close, but definitely here. Like here's one eye, here's the other eye, so it's kind of like the face of it is really what the owl part is referring to. So I am going to let this run out, and then I think I will probably call it good for today I might do another run, but I will not put you guys through that. I guess while we have this time left, so once again, I'm testing for sending my rig down to Starfront observatories. We're in the ASI Air. I decided not to send my 1600 down there just because I don't feel like dealing with, mono. I think it's just mono is kind of a pain. Plus, I want to be able to do live streaming of the moon, especially if there's lunar eclipse or whatever. I want to be able to just get going on it and especially show detail and whatnot. And it's a lot harder to do with monochrome. So obviously, and it's a lot smaller chip. So again, I need to back off the pick-off prism a little bit. I think like camera's good. I might have a different. I'm thinking about instead of plugging the camera into the ASI Air for the power, I think I might run it into the power box, the Pegasus power box. I have the fan on full speed. Definitely going to keep the power light off. I think everything is fine. Guiding, probably keep it at 450. Hopefully, and Bortle 1, like, I'm going to get way more stars in the view just by sheer darkness. Autofocusing worked with, like, almost perfectly. I needed to step up the auto guiding step count to kind of assist in better autofocusing runs. And then I think the mount is good. I had to put it back to 41 degrees instead of 31. But obviously down in Texas it's 31, so I think we're good there. Power is good, 12.3 volts. I think we're good. Everything was able to center correctly. Go home works correctly. I don't have a filter wheel. The EAF worked fabulously, as I already said. I think so I got the range correct on the EdgeHD. As you can see, like, it's a huge amount. I think we're good. I marked down what the good focus position is for generally getting it into the stars into focus, so I'm not searching for it when it gets down there. Probably don't need to have the beep on. That's kind of, so I'll probably just turn that off. It's not like I can hear it down there, and nor does anyone want to hear it. Those are real mount. Guess I could probably do. I don't think the mount has a beep, does it? Mute. Yeah, they don't want to hear that. And then the camera. Okay. Yeah, I need to do the dark library. Let's do that. Oh yeah, I already put that on there, didn't I? All right. Okay. So I have it set to do the anti-dew -4 degrees. I don't think I want to go any lower than that. Gain 100. Balance. Okay. Don't need to have the power light on. don't need to have, well, I guess fan speed is probably fine. Let's do half speed though. On the mount, is there mount lights? It'd be kind of nice. Meridian flip settings. Pause tracking 5 minutes before. Flip timing after meridian. Okay. I think we're good. Guiding is still good. Okay. I think I'm ready for it. The only thing I'm worried about at this point, I think, is the weird times that that the exposure fails. I think it's just a power issue. I'm not sure. Is it cooler really at 100%? Oh, whatever. Let's put that back at full speed, I guess. Shouldn't hurt anything, right? Any thoughts, anyone? All right, so that is done. Let's see, it's about midnight now. Got an hour on it. I honestly think I'm good. Like, once I get the filters loaded up, I think it'll be fine. I just have to see. I don't know. I want to have as little weight as possible, have as few cables running as possible, just have it be as simple as possible, essentially. And go from there. Okay, so does that mean the cooler's running at 100%? I don't know. I'm kind of tired. I don't think I want to go to anywhere else. I don't think I want to start another hour run. That's kind of the thing with, setting this scope down in Texas. Like, at home, I have to set it up. I have to get it polar aligned. I have to get everything re-plugged back in, reattached, everything, all of that, just to get 1 hour of data on something when the weather is going to be good all night. So now I'm going to go out there and I'm going to have to take everything down, bring it all back in, and then go to bed. But down in Texas, I could just let it go all night and actually knock out, a project. I could do multiple nights on a project and get, 40 hours on a target if I really wanted to. And I'm lucky to have one night of imaging, like every moon cycle, I guess you could call it. Not exactly amazing. So I'm super excited to get this going. Like, I just have to figure out how to box everything up. I guess now that everything is good to go, like once I confirm that this kind of goes away, you can totally tell, like, this is definitely the prism. I know I keep saying that, but it's very obvious. Other than that, I think I'm good to go. Like, once everything's down there, like, Bray and his team, they know way better than I do about, like, these weird artifacts. So of why it looks like that. I don't know what the deal is, but hopefully the stars look better. I mean, definitely one reason that I don't want to have too much weight on the back of the imaging train, but we'll see. We'll see. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what is going on. But anyway, All right, I think I'm gonna call it good for tonight. Um, I don't think I'm gonna, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna do any more testing. I think I've, I feel like if I do too much more testing, I'm just gonna find more problems that I really don't want to deal with. So anyway, all right. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep looking up.